If you love seafood, like myself, you'll want to listen to this next segment. Next Sunday is World Oceans Day, and a local restaurant wants to educate San Diegans about the issue of ocean acidification. I think I'm saying that right. We welcome Dennis Stein and Elena Rivellino. Did I say that right?
Yes.
Okay. Thanks so much for being here, you guys. You, of course, the owners of Sea Rocket Bistro. Now, this event happening next Sunday, you're going to have actually a documentary that's going to be airing Sunday and Monday. Let's talk a little bit about what this event is all about first.
Well, our restaurant, Sea Rocket Bistro, focuses on serving sustainable local seafood. And so in honor of World Oceans Day, which is to celebrate the oceans and to kind of bring to light some of the environmental issues surrounding the ocean, including ocean acidification, this documentary will be showing called A Sea Change, highlights what that problem is and how people can help to turn that around so that we can continue to enjoy seafood for years to come. So both on Sunday and Monday next week, 7 o'clock both nights, we'll be screening that movie for people to just learn more about the issue and also try some of our food.
Of course, that's the key thing there too. Also, obviously you guys specialize in seafood, a big favorite here in San Diego. Dennis, why would you say this is important for people to understand, come out and participate in this event?
Well, ocean acidification is basically where the ocean pH level gets, I believe it's lower, becoming slightly more acidic. And what happens is the very small crustaceans at the bottom, the very bottom of the food chain, aren't able to maintain their little tiny shells, and they are what are eaten by all the bigger fish. So the potential is that all the way up the food chain, where if the smaller species go extinct, the larger ones do as well.
And what would that mean for restaurants like yours?
Well, it means we wouldn't have a restaurant. But it's also, ocean acidification is bigger than that because it's really part of the whole CO2 crisis that we're facing. So it's part of the global warming crisis. And basically for years and years and years, scientists felt, oh, we have a lot of CO2 in the atmosphere, but maybe the oceans can just absorb it. But the flip side of that is now we're finding out that the oceans are becoming more acidic and that these other problems are being created because of that.
Okay, we also actually have a clip of this documentary that you guys are going to air next week, and let's go ahead and take a look at this.
It wasn't until we got out there and actually quantified that the oceans have absorbed 118 billion metric tons of carbon dioxide. A metric ton is about how much a small car weighs. And we put the equivalent of 118 billion VW bugs worth of CO2 into the ocean over the last 200 years. And 43% of that has happened just in the last 20 years. And it's growing exponentially.
Startling figures there. So you guys went to a summit and actually saw this documentary, or you heard about it and then you kind of got attached to it.
Yeah, so we attended the Seafood Summit, which was kind of a conglomerate conference from between fishermen, environmentalists, scientists, and this film was shown there. So that's when I first got a look at it, and we decided to work with the organization who created it to help spread the word. And so yeah, it's a pretty powerful message and a little bit scary, but you know, with focus on alternative energy, wind, solar, that sort of thing, and reducing emissions overall.
One of the fascinating things about the movie itself is that it's told from the perspective of a 65-year-old person who's retiring. He lived his life as a school teacher. And he's talking to his maybe 5-year-old grandson, the cutest little grandson in the world, by the way, who makes the movie just wonderful. But since he was a school teacher, and because it's kind of told in this way of him talking to his grandson, it just really makes the movie engaging and fun to watch.
Hits home. All right. Well, thank you so much, Dennis and Elena. Thank you so much for being here. We appreciate what you're doing, of course, next weekend. For more information on next weekend's event, just go to our website, san diego6.com, and click on Hot Topics.